Hello to all my Coppercube community and my Flutterflow community. This is Panther from Gaming Artcraft. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like the content that I'm bringing on my channel, make sure you subscribe and put likes and comments down below. And just stay tuned for the next tutorials that's coming up for Coppercube 6.6. And we have Flutterflow 3.4. Just stay tuned for the next tutorials that's coming up. So, okay, here we go. I'm back, guys. This is Panther from Gaming Artcraft. Check out my channel, Gaming Artcraft, on YouTube, if you like all the content that I'm bringing on this channel. So, what we're going to discuss here is we're going to discuss the new version of Coppercube 6.1. And we're going to discuss Flutterflow. Flutterflow is a Flutter app. It's online. Yeah, I could check it out. I'll put the link inside my YouTube video, and I'll send the link for Coppercube 6.6 if y'all want to download that. Now, Coppercube 6.6 is a non-coding game that you can create 2D games and 3G games inside. It could be published on Android, WebGL, Mac OS, and you can publish it on Windows. Now for Flutter, which is you go to flutterflow.com and you create an account. You can create an account and start with a free account, or you can subscribe to a monthly account for $30 or $70 a month, which you can push out Android apps or iOS apps. Okay, now the reason why I'm putting these two programs together, because when it comes to Coppercube, you can publish out an APK, but the problem is that you can't create Admobs and in-app purchases into this application. But with two programs mixed together, it's possible. So what I'm saying is, if you create a Coppercube project, you can create it into Android and iOS and make and put Admods into the game, and you can put in-app purchasing into your game, so you can have your Coppercube game published on Android and iOS for Admods and in-app purchases. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I just want to give a special shout out to Glitch Velocity. Make sure y'all follow him, and check out his YouTube channel. Go check out his website. He's the guru of the guy that you need to speak to when it comes to understanding Coppercube. But I'm going to be the guy that's you speak to when it comes to Flutterflow. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. All right, so here I have my project. This is called Police Blue of Arms. Make sure you go to gamingartcraft.itch.io and go to my app, my games, and you'll check out all my games that I have there, and you're going to see Police Blue of Arms. It's a Windows-based game right now, and it's for Mac OS, it's for Windows, but I'm also going to try to put this game as a mobile game and as a WebGL mobile game, and I'm going to put it as an Android and iOS games with Admods and in-app purchases, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm sorry for all the noise. There's motorcycles outside, so I apologize for any noise if you hear it outside. Okay, all right, guys, I'm back. So here we go. So I already have this game set up as a Windows-based game and Mac OS, where you use the keyboard and the mouse. But I'm gonna have this game set up for WebGL, for touchscreen. So I added a few functions into the game. I have the 2D input here for movement for the character. So as soon as you hit the put on the 2D touch, it acts as the WASD for the movement of the character. That's one. And then I created two layouts. One is for the shoot layout. So when you click on this, the character shoots. And when you click on this, the character kicks the door down. I'm still adding more layouts for like jump and the eye movement. The eye movement is another thing I have to add. So I gotta add the eye movement layout so when the camera is moving around, it can look up and down instead of using the mouse. Now the thing is, the reason why I set this up because I'm setting it up for publish for WebGL, and when I set it up for publish for WebGL, I'm putting it on the size of a phone. So if the phone was landscape size, I'm putting the setup as a regular phone. Canvas width is 800. Canvas height is 390. I'm using full web page. I changed it from 40 seconds. It was 40 seconds, and I changed it to 30 seconds frames per second. Update mode every frame. Wait until all textures are loaded. Create smaller compressed files and use pointer lock for FPS camera. So that's fine and everything once you set it up for WebGL. Okay, so once you start, you publish it to WebGL. You go ahead and publish it to WebGL. I already published it for you guys, so I'm gonna show you the folder. Once you publish it to WebGL and it go through its functions and everything, it's gonna come out with the title of the game, which is called Police Blue of Arms version 10.90, and then it's gonna come up with the folder file Copperlight data. Now, before you take the WebGL folder and put it on the web server, you have to change the HTML of the file. Okay, so it goes from Police Blue of Arms version 10.9.0 HTML to index. You have to change it and rename it. You got to change it and you got to rename it. And once you rename it, you got to rename it to index. Once you rename it to index, then we're going to go into the web server and loading up the file in the web server. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay. So here is the web server that I'm using. It's free, guys. Y'all can hold on, give me 1 minute. Go log into it right now so y'all can see it. Make sure y'all go and sign up to 000webhost.com. 000webhost.com is a free web hosting server, and you can put you can create a web page for your games and all. So it's simple and easy to use. If you want more websites where you want to add more games, you will have to pay a service fee to add more websites and get more domain names for your games and all. It's not that hard. It's very easy to do and everything. So what did I do here is, and I'm gonna explain it to you. Here's 000webhost.com. You go into here. You log into your account on webhost.com. Okay. Now, in this web hosting of this website, you go into tools, and once you go into tools, you go to file manager. Now you're gonna see it's gonna say fast and easy secure files upload. When you click on upload files, they're talking about the files of the Coppercube project, or you're gonna upload it into the web server. Okay, so I'm just going step by step. We talked about Coppercube and setting up a WebGL, and then we're going to talk about the web hosting server, and then we're going to go from the web hosting server into Coppercube. Okay, so here's the web hosting server, right? when it comes into the web hosting server, it's going to come with a folder that says public_HTML. This cannot be deleted. It cannot be deleted, guys. Do not think about deleting it. Don't think about deleting the temps and all that. Leave this here. It has to have this folder or the file will not read. Okay? I hope you understand that. All right. So now, once you go into the public_HTML, you double click on it and everything. Here's the project already. It's already in here. So say if I wanted to delete this, that's fine. All I got to do is delete the HTML file. Okay. I delete the HTML file. Okay. Now the copper light data, see this one, you have to create the folder for it. So it's not like the folder automatically comes in there. You got to create the folder for it. All right. So I'm gonna start fresh. The HT access always remains in this file. You always have to have the HT access file in here. Never delete this file. All right. So you go to new folder, and it's gonna be called as the folder of the project, Copper Light Data. Name it exactly like the project. Copper Light Data. Okay. Copper Light Data, same exactly as is stated here. Okay. So you're gonna create it, and it's gonna create the file, the folder. I mean, now you open up, you upload your HTML file inside the public_HTML. So the first one you do is you input the index HTML file. That's the first thing you do. Upload that. You automatically have the index HTML file in. Now you go into Copper Light Data. Okay, it has no files in here, so you have to go and upload these files, all the files that comes with the Copper Light Data, into this folder. Okay, so when I double click on the folder, I just highlight everything because everything is going in there. Everything that's have my project is going in there. I hit open. It's gonna upload all the files here. Everything that you see that's part of the Coppercube project is gonna upload it here. Okay, and after I upload, I click on upload, and everything's gonna upload right into the Copper Light Data. Now, once this is finished, our game is going to show up on that website. The website, I had to create a website domain, which the O web host server, you can create a domain name, and whatever the domain name is, say I named it Game 2023, so it's going to say Game 2023 000webhost.com, because it gives you a defaulted domain, just so the WebGL can pop up into the browser. All right, it's almost done, and there you go. It's ready. All the files are in here. I go back to public_, and that's all you need to upload into the web hosting. Okay, so this is done. That's done. All right. I can exit that out. Now, when I click on this, it's going to show the project for the WebGL. It's loading, and it's going to show in full browser. So if you want people to play your game online and everything, you could just, it'll show up as a full page of the game where you could play it directly online, and you could still use your keyboard and your mouse to play the game. But I'm going to explain to you how you could play the game through touchscreen and through a mobile device by downloading it on Android and iOS, adding ad modes, and you can do in-app purchases. I'm not going to get too much into in-app purchases, but that'll be for another tutorial. But I'm just gonna focus on right now ad modes. Okay, guys. All right. So this is loading. It's fine that it's loading. It could take its time loading. It will show the game. It just loading all the textures and everything that has the game, is whatever is included into the game is just taking time to load. Sometimes you got to give it time to load, but it's going to finish loading and it's going to show the game. Okay, now we're going to go into Flutterflow. Wait till the project upload and then we go from there. All right, so I'm going to explain Flutterflow as simple as possible. Not many people from the Coppercube community know Flutterflow, but a lot of people from the Flutterflow community understand Flutterflow, but the people from the Flutterflow community don't know Coppercube. So this is how I'm going to bring two programs together so y'all can understand. So on Flutterflow, you can, let me go to a regular, this is a Flutterflow 3.3.4. You can, when it comes to Flutterflow, you could add Firebase in here, and when you add Firebase, you can do signups. You could do logins and signups where people can log into your game. You can also do in-app purchases for your game. You can do ad modes for your game. You can, you can set up everything properly for your game. Okay. If you want to add additional things to your game and all, it's not a problem, So I'm going to show you the setups for Flutterflow, guys, for Coppercube. So you could start off with a free project, if you want to just like start playing with Flutterflow just to understand it. You could start off with a free project, but you won't be able to download the APKs or the iOS because it got to go to a different subscription fee. So when you go into the $30 per month subscription fee, you can download the APKs and the codes, which is for iOS, iPhone, and you can test these games on APK, and you can do additional things with it on the APK files. Now, when you get into the higher plan, you can publish it on Google Play Store and the iOS iTunes stores, and it can be a full operational game if it's taking in-app purchases or if it's taking ad modes. And you can publish it on there, and you can publish your Coppercube games on through this app and everything, and then it will be a full Coppercube game with in-app purchases and app modes on the Google Play Store and the iOS store. All right, so that explains a little bit of that. Now, I already had a game in here. I already had like a basketball game here. I created the Copper basketball game, but I created it for a mobile app. But right now I'm just doing testing. So pretty much I just removed the basketball game and added a Coppercube game. Okay. So I'm going in. This is how the way the project will look once you go into the project. You got the elements on the side, and you have all the features that it comes with this. So I'm gonna just show you a little bit, guys, from the Coppercube community and let you understand how the way it works. It can be pushed out as a regular iPhone or Android phone game. It could go through landscape mode or portrait mode. You could do it as a tablet, or you could do it as a desktop. It could publish out as Windows, Linux, iOS, and Android. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and show you the project of what did I do to create this. Okay, so right now you Let me see. Let me scroll this down. So right now, what you see is there's a couple of elements, and it's just pretty and simple. You create the home page, and then you make a column. Once you make a column, you set up the column of two elements. And the two elements that I put here is WebView. WebView is what it does is that whatever domain link that you have, it will put that domain link into this page. So I put the Coppercube web link, which what we just stated on the game 2023 webhost.com on to the web view where you can use it as a touchscreen and use it as a game, right? And then there's another element called add banner. Add banner is ad mode, and what you do here is if you have a Google ad mode account, you have to set it up for ads. So you go into settings, and I'm going to show you right quick. You go into settings. It's kind of working kind of slow. It's supposed to start moving, but it's not moving yet. You go into settings, and this is going to be the package name of the program for the ad mode. You scroll down into the settings, and when you scroll down into the settings, you go to where it says ad mode. When you go into ad mode, you have to put in the ad mode Android app keys, and you got to put in for both, for iOS, and you got to put in for Android ad modes. So once you put it in there and everything, because these are the API keys for it, you go back to your page, right? You go back to your page, and how the way the game is going to be set up, I'm setting this game up for landscape, for like an Android game. So what I do here is I click on the tablet view icon, and device orientation is portrait. I'm going to switch it to landscape. Now the Admob apps are still there. It's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. But the actual game, when it plays, it can play in both. Like it can play both in portrait mode and landscape mode. And that's the time while the game is being played in both modes, you have ads that's going to be running to your game and everything. Okay, so it's taking time to load, but it's coming. So once you have your game fully operational and it's ready and there's no lagging and it's good, all you got to do is you click on this icon right here. You see it? Click on that icon, and you just put download APK. As long as there's no error codes up here, because these are the debugs of the app. If you have a bug in it, it'll tell you that you have a bug in it and you have to fix it. You have to fix it first before you download the APK. All right. So as long as there's no bugs in your app, you just hit download APK. And if you want it for iPhone, you hit download codes. It'll give you the full folder of the code for Flutter. So that means it's a Flutter project that you're going to have for this game. You can put this Flutter project into Android Studios if you need to change anything, or if you want to push it out as any other app. So you can take the Flutter project and put it in Android Studios and choose what you want with your own game. If you want to change the codes of the ad mode or anything else you want to do. I will do another tutorial on in-app purchases, but not right now at this moment. I just wanted to explain to you how you can have games, Coppercube games, for your project if you want to make it for ad mode and in-app purchases, and publishing it out as a WebGL and having a fully published game on Google Play Store and the iOS Store, so you can play it. So here it goes. It render out. I have some adjustments to do with the screen size, which is not a problem. Maybe it's the camera is too high up on Coppercube, and I had to go back into the Coppercube project and lower the camera down so it could shows the character. But here it is, the Coppercube project, um, playing as a WebGL into Flutterflow, and it pushes out on Flutterflow as a APK app, and push it out as an iOS app with Admob into it. So if people are playing it, you could go ahead and start making money off of your games. Okay, so um, right now, I have no way of testing it. I would have to screenshot or screen record the game. If I publish it, I can screen record the game, and then I can show you how the way it works through the phone. It'll right now it'll give test ads. It'll say test ads on it, because the thing is I gotta fully publish the game on the store for to get ads to start making money. But it'll work. It's a progress. I know there was a lot of questions on Coppercube on how to do this and how to do that, but this is the easier way to do it, and this is the way to, if you want to move forward and making more games on Coppercube and having ad modes and in-app purchases so you can make money for your games. Um, it took me a while to come back and do tutorials because I had to do more learning on more programs and non-coding programs, or additional programs that when it comes to Coppercube. Sometimes you might have to use third-party programs to help out to make the project better for Coppercube. You know, I will probably be doing another tutorial about the split screen on doing split screens on games. But right now, I just wanted to speak about this, and pretty much that's it, guys. Thank you for being part of my channel. Thank you for listening to my tutorials and being part of the Coppercube community and being part of the Flutterflow community, and just putting two programs together to be as one. So this is Panther for Gaming Art Craft. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you go check out my website for gamingartcraft.io and play my games. Some of the games will be published on Android, Google Play Store, and iOS. It's on the go. I got more games coming, and stay tuned. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day.